Number 9, now we're using both negative and fractional exponents, so the difficulty level just got stepped up again. But this question, like so many SAT questions, is not as hard as it looks at first glance. So my first thing when I see negative exponents is I rewrite the expression so that all of my exponents are positive. And the way you change an exponent from negative to positive is you move it from the numerator to the denominator, or if it's in the denominator, then you move it up to the numerator. So when I look at this, a to the third, the exponent is positive, so I'm going to leave it alone. But in the denominator, a to the negative 1/3, the exponent is negative, so I'm going to move it up. And when I move it up to the numerator, that negative 1/3 turned into a positive 1/3. I'm going to do the same thing with the b's. B to the negative 2, well, I want that negative 2 to become positive, so I'm going to do that by bumping it down to the denominator. And b to the 1/2, well, that's already positive, so I'm going to leave it where it is. And I already have some good information here. I see that both of the a's are in the numerator and both of the b's are in the denominator. So I think that's kind of enough to have this figured out. The answer here is going to be A. And I apologize, I see a typo on my form. I don't know why. I've fixed this typo a few times. It keeps popping back up. I'm not sure why. I think that this should be no squared here. And so my apologies if you tried this and you got a squared. Hopefully by the time you watch this, I'll re-upload the pretest and that will be fixed. But A is intended to be the correct answer. And let me just finish solving this so you can see exactly how I got it to A. Although by process of elimination, this is the only possible answer. So I already know it's going to be right. I will finish the question just so you can see how to change a fractional exponent into something with a root or that radical form. A to the third, I'm going to leave alone. But a to the 1/3, that 3 in the denominator, that is going to become the index. So this is a cubic root. And if there was something other than 1, like say that there was an exponent, I would put it here, just the numerator though, not the denominator. And then b squared will stay where it is, but b to the 1/2. If the denominator is 2, you have a square root and you don't even have to write an index. If nothing is written there, you assume it's a square root. And you can see that's a perfect match now that I fixed my typo. That's a perfect match for option A.